Hi friends, welcome to a strong flow practice. So we are going to get moving very soon, but we'll start seated. You could be seated on a meditation cushion, on a chair. We'll do a little bit of warming from a seated position. So any seated position that allows your spine to be tall, neutral. And I hope you enjoy the practice. I hope you have a sense of connection, even though this is more virtual. I feel your presence energetically, and hope you have a sense of connection too. I'm going to begin with a reading from a book called Meditations from the Mat. So settle in and take a moment to give your breath your attention. When we do this, it brings us into the present moment. There are many of us right now sending our awareness into what the future holds. So become present now. So one of our teachers just offered a class and gave a really good reminder that the best way to take care of the future is to tend to the present moment. So we feel the fullness of our breath. We enjoy the fullness of being alive in these times of evolution. And this is a reading from a Native American elder, something that was shared at a summer solstice gathering. And he said, "There is a river flowing now, and it's flowing very fast. It is so great and swift that there are those who will be afraid. They will try to hold on to shore. They will feel they're being torn apart and suffer greatly. Know that the river has its destination. The elders say we must push off into the middle of the river, keep our eyes open and our head above the water. See who is in there with you and celebrate. At this time in history, we are to take nothing personally, least of all ourselves. For the moment we do that, our spiritual growth comes to a halt. The time of the lone wolf is over. Gather yourselves, theoretically. Banish the word struggle from your attitude and vocabulary. All that we do now must be done in a sacred way and in celebration. We are the ones we've been waiting for. Now go to your mat and push off from shore." Taking responsibility for our physical and mental health, one person at a time, and yet collectively. We take a moment to commit to being a part of the solution. 2 more breaths here. Drawing the energy in deeply, energy that will sustain us. And with our next exhale, the chin lowers to the chest. As we breathe in, right ear towards the right shoulder. As we exhale, chin towards the chest. Slowly, the left ear moves towards the left shoulder, and the chin comes back to the chest. So we'll be inhaling to alternating sides. Let's go to each side 2 more times. Following the breath, staying tall. Just really enjoying releasing, taming any tension in the neck and face and jaw. And chin to the chest. As we inhale, hands come to center. Let's interlace, hinge forward, press forward and up, and then release at the top. Hands back to heart center. Inhale, press forward, and then press up to the sky, and release. Breathing in, and releasing. 2 more. Inhaling on our way up, exhaling on our way down. From this tall seated position, hands come to the heart. And we're just going to begin to stir. And if you'd like a little more support, hands can come onto your legs. But we're circling, really feeling nourishment to the base of the spine. At the front or back, just pause for a moment and go the other way. And then we'll sit up nice and tall. And let's go ahead and send our legs out. I do that a lot because I have a sensitive knee. So making sure that our practice always fits our body. Moving through flowing lateral flexion, we'll take a breath in. Exhale, hand to the floor or maybe the edge of the chair as we reach. Inhaling through center and exhaling opposite direction. We're pressing down and reaching up. So creating opposing movements in the body will help you to invite space. And now we're going to take a breath in to one side, speed it up a little bit. Exhaling to the other. Inhaling right, exhaling left. Inhaling right, exhaling left. One more time, over to the right, and one more time to the left. Breathing in, pressing down, and releasing into staff pose. So let's make our way to all fours. We'll come up gradually. You could come to all fours on your mat, or your hands might be on the seat of a chair. And let's give the spine some nourishment through cat-cow. Taking a breath in, press your belly towards the floor, the tailbone and crown of the head lift. As we exhale, we'll take the tailbone and crown of the head towards the earth, belly lifting. Breathing in. Exhaling out all the way. That's a great way to detoxify. Exhale all the stale air out. And one more. Releasing to neutral spine, making our way into kneeling plank or full plank. Connecting to breath. Next exhale brings us into downward facing dog. We might choose to pedal the feet or to move in any way that helps us become more stable and solid, more connected to body and breath, connected to the earth. And then we'll take one big step or lots of little steps up into forward fold. Softening into this place where the upper body can shed all the tension that we're holding on to, maybe without even knowing. Little shake of the head. And we'll come up slowly. So let's inhale through monkey pose, stretching the hamstrings and the spine, and then rising up into extended mountain pose. Exhaling. From here, let's move through a little flowing chair as we inhale and circle sweep up. Exhale, we're coming to sit, and we're going to tap our right elbow on left thigh. Inhale, circle sweep up. Exhale, left elbow to right thigh. And we'll continue this way, using the whole in-breath to rise up, to stretch out, and our exhale to sink down. Rising up with great energy, exhaling as we build strength. From here, let's step our left foot back. We'll turn to the long edge of our mat or find a wide stance. And I love to teach this. I think Ashley touched on both of these mudras the other day as well. So we've got Abhaya Mudra, pushing away fear, and Durga Mudra, or the seal of full control. So as we inhale, push away fear, rise up. Exhale, claim your power. Inhale, rise up. Connect to your power and your purpose. We are the ones we've been waiting for. Push away fear. Take back your power. Let's inhale, meet at the top. And flow into sunflowers. So we can sweep our hands, or we might want to bring prayer hands to heart center. Let's all find a variation of sunflowers that feels optimal. We can adjust the bend in our knees. Sinking down into our hips. Perhaps we've been sitting a lot, not warming and opening our hips. Last one. Inhaling up, 5-pointed star. Hands reach behind. And we're coming into a chest expansion. Full deep breath. We're going to flow with this a little bit too. Taking a breath in. As we exhale, we're going to bend to one side, dip our shoulder down. Inhale up through center and exhale. As you keep the back long and hinge forward, breathing in and breathing out. Inhaling, open. Exhaling with a bow. So a flowing, humble warrior. Inhaling up through center. Releasing hands to hips. Heel toeing our feet in. Now let's just go ahead and come to mountain pose at the top of our mat. We're preparing for sun salutations. And I'll give some options. Feel free to flow through with whatever variations you like to add or subtract. Inhaling, circle sweeping to the sky, smiling at the sun, coaxing it back. Exhale, dive down, bow to the earth. Inhale, lunge or jump back to plank. As we exhale, we shift forward, lower all the way or part way. Inhaling into cobra. Exhaling back into downward facing dog. Inhaling, right foot sweeps to the sky. As we exhale, walk or lunge to the top. Exhaling into forward fold. Inhale, press down to rise up. Rise above the water. Exhale, chair pose. Inhale, sweep to the sky, celebrate. Exhale and bow down. Lunging or jumping into plank. We shift forward and lower all the way or part way. Inhaling cobra or up dog. Exhaling back into downward facing dog. Inhaling left foot skyward. Lunge, walk, jump to the top. Meet in a fold. Inhale, circle sweep to the sky. We exhale, chair. Let's do two more. Full breath in, full extension. Exhaling, forward fold. Lunge or jump, back to plank. Shift forward, lower all the way or part way. Inhaling cobra or up dog. Exhaling, back into downward facing dog. Bending our knees, looking up at our hands. Walk, lunge, or jump into forward fold. Inhale and sweep. And as we exhale, sink into chair. One more, full breath in. Exhale it all out, pausing at the bottom. Lunge or jump back to plank. Shift forward, lower down. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Back into downward facing dog. Inhale, left foot. Exhale, lunge, walk or jump into forward fold. Inhale. Exhale. And mountain pose. Deep breath. Deep gratitude. Maybe our hands come to our heart. Say thank you, life. We'll release hands to the hips. and step our left foot back. I don't know about you guys, but that got me nice and warm. So that's the whole purpose of the sun salutation, to prepare us for poses that come later. Let's inhale, sweep up, warrior one, pressing through our back foot. Feel the energy of the back foot come up and out through your fingertips. Strong stance. Calling on our courage, calling on our strength, knowing it is within us. Back toes turn forward, hands to the heart, left elbow to right thigh. So we come into prayer twisting lunge and the fullness of our breath. Option to find your wingspan and open the arms wide. Steady gaze, face is relaxed, breath is flowing. And then we release and walk towards our left foot behind us, sinking down, coming into a low squat. We can keep hands on the floor. So you can spin right toes to the sky. You might choose to bring one hand or both hands to the heart. And we're breathing down into our hips. Head and heart lift. Hands release. Let's make our way through center, back to the top, and rise up into downward facing dog. Connect to your breath here. Really pressing down into the earth. This is going to help lift your hips and open the body. Left foot skyward. And then we'll take left foot to the top of the mat. Back foot angling out, rising up, warrior one. So hands can stay at the heart, or we can feel that energy from our back leg come surging up through our arms. Our gaze is focused and steady, like that of a warrior, meeting whatever challenges arise from a calm, steady state. Pressing into our feet, one more breath. Hands lower to heart. Our back toes turn forward. And you're going to step up a little bit too. We're staying tall as we twist and bring right elbow to left thigh. Hands are pressing. We're staying light in our bottom shoulder. And staying here, we could look down at our left foot to the side wall or up over the left elbow. Option to open and to find our wingspan. Remembering to breathe. Let's take one more. And a release. Walking to our back foot, sinking down. So I have a very sensitive right knee. This would be about as low as I feel my knee wants to flex. Your left toes might spin to the sky. You could bring one hand or both hands to the heart. I'm going to keep mine on the floor to protect my knee. There's a lot of sensitive knees out there, so Know there are always modifications. And then we'll inhale through center, establishing a strong connection to our feet. So we press into the soles of our feet, press our hips back behind us, lift the head and heart, and we're preparing for a twist. Right hand to center. Left hand can come to left hip or to the sky. Pressing, extending out of our joints so that we feel that stretch. And then releasing, left hand down, right hand to the sky. Breathing into our bodies. And twists are very good also for cleansing. This will boost our immune system as we help the body rid itself of toxins. And then we'll release. Come into wide downward dog. I like to come onto my fingertips. Let the head drop. Full deep breath. Fill the belly, ribs, chest. And each exhale, we would maybe sink a little bit deeper into this pose as we let go. Hands come under shoulders. We're walking to the top of the mat, stepping our back foot up. Let's come into monkey pose. Hands pressing into shins. Shoulders drawing away from ears. And then we'll rise up. Sweeping to the sky, drawing hands to the hips. And let's go ahead and step our left foot back, opening to long edge. Inhaling the arms out and exhaling behind. As we inhale, we're gonna drive our knuckles down, press down through the feet, lift the chest up. This is our in-breath. As we exhale, we're lengthening forward. Maybe even resting right shoulder on right thigh. Inhale, wave up. Feel open and expansive. Open to so many possibilities. Exhaling as we bow. Inhaling, opening. And as we exhale, we bow to all that is beyond our control. One more time, flowing humble warrior. This time we're going to hold. So we stay here. Let the head be heavy so the neck can stay relaxed. Full deep breath. And then a release. Back toes turning forward. From here, we're going to step our right foot up and come into a 3-point balance. Right wrist under the right shoulder as left hand comes to the hip. We begin, if we're steady, only if we're steady, to roll open. So stacking shoulders and hips. We're active through all of our limbs. Finding a focal point, remembering to breathe. As we exhale, we'll square our hips to the earth. Step the left foot back, just let it drop back and come down into kneeling lunge. So we get this set up so that we're really well supported. Right knee over the right ankle. Inhaling up. Hands might want to stay on our right thigh, but we can also inhale hands to the sky. We might add Kali Mudra. So Kali is fierce, always cutting through illusion, moving to the truth. Call on the qualities of strength and courage. And then we'll exhale and release this down. Let's come into our first child's pose because we deserve to rest. Take a deep breath. Coming into a quiet place so that we can prepare for the other side. And coming to extended child's pose. Inhaling forward and exhaling to downward facing dog. Let's walk, lunge, or jump to the top of the mat. Take a bow, let go, maybe hold opposite elbow. Feel the weight of your torso, soft, relaxed. And let's inhale through monkey or airplane, yogi's choice. Steady, deep breath. Rising up all the way. Exhaling, hands down to the hips. This time our right foot steps back. Left foot forward. We're in a warrior two stance, which means our hips are open. Our shoulders are open to the long edge. Inhale and exhale, take the hands behind. Breathe in and open the front body. And as you exhale, flow like water forward into a bow. Maybe left shoulder rests on left thigh. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, flow forward. And again, we inhale, rise up. Since we're leading with this wide open heart, always lead with the heart. One more time. And exhaling as we fold forward and hold. Releasing fingertips to the floor. Back toes turning forward. We're launching forward into three-point balance. Setting our pose up, remembering that the base is the most important part of any pose. So we take that time. Right hand comes to right hip. Check in, take a breath. If you feel steady, begin to roll the right hip and right shoulder open. Hand can stay on the hip or reach to the sky for balancing half moon. Feeling our breath. And releasing into forward fold. In this forward fold, we're going to walk our hands over to the right. Let the head and neck be completely relaxed. You might shift weight into your left foot. Breathe into the left side body. Walk through center. And take a breath here. Keeping our lung capacity open, healthy, vital.
requires us to pay attention, to breathe deeply every single day. Expanding our capacity is what we're being called to do right now in many ways. Can we do that with joy and courage? Let's reverse swan dive and meet in mountain pose. Preparing to balance. Let's try dancer pose. So step the right foot out to the right. The left palm turns up, thumb pointing back, and left knee bends. So sometimes when we try to catch our ankle, our pelvis moves away from neutral. So come back to feeling that level waistband, knee pointing straight down. I like to hold the inside of my ankle because that helps us to externally rotate the shoulder, which will bring a little more balance into our normally internally rotated shoulders. Inhale, right hand to the sky, and steady yourself with the breath, with the gazing point. As we inhale, left foot begins to kick up and back. And so, yep, that happens. We fall out sometimes, right? Fall out of balance so that we can come back into balance. So as we kick the foot back with energy, we're also pulling the hand into the foot, feeling those opposing movements of dancer. It happens to all of us. Let's go to the other side. Left foot is our base. Our right knee is getting ready to bend. Right palm up, catch the ankle. So this is my challenging knee. And it's going to take a few moments to adjust and get into the right place. So as we level our waistband, focus our gaze, these poses are really meant to teach us, to give us feedback as to where we're at. Left hand reaches to the sky. Right ankle kicks back into the right hand. And our gaze is down and we're breathing calmly. So this is world out of balance. And really we have to remember that we are a microcosm of the macrocosm. And so when things are out of balance, let's come to the top of our mat. Externally, it can be a true reflection of our inner state and vice versa. So let's come down onto the forearms. We've been doing this quite a bit over the last several months. It's a 2-minute plank challenge. So we're coming onto our forearms. This is a great way for us to build strength, build our endurance, help us to feel empowered. You can be on your knees, or you can lift your knees. We're starting now. I'll let you know every 30 seconds. We take our tailbone towards our heels, keeping a straight line in our body. totally guessing, but I'm pretty good at it. Lots of experience. That is 1 minute. We've got 1 to go. Remember, good form is better than how long we can endure. So make sure that if you need a break, I'm coming down onto my knees for a moment, taking a few good breaths. Working or resting. That's 1.5 minutes. Only 30 to go. Call on your superpowers. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Down onto our bellies to rest. To take a few deep breaths, to let all of our muscles go. Drawing our hands in, pressing back into child's pose. Inhale, reverse swan dive up. Exhale, bring the hands to the heart. Turn the palms in. For Sufi Kriya, extending the very best of life, extending the very best our love has to offer. Extend your right arm out, sweep it down and around, back behind you, coming home to the heart. Left arm, extend out. Send out the very best, all of your love. You will never run out. You can always generate more love. Your heart is a magical kitchen, and it can always cook up more love. Don't hold your love back anymore. One more time, right hand. One more time, left hand. Taking a deep breath. Releasing down, making our way to seated. And let's go ahead and we'll practice boat pose and take it into big toe wide boat. So we want to plug our sit bones into the earth, hands to the backs of our thighs, shins are parallel. And we can keep the support holding the backs of our thighs, or you might release. Hello. You might straighten your legs or reach hands to the sky for full boat. I'm going to come back here. The heart lifts. We draw our lower back in. We are empowered. We're breathing. And then either holding backs of our thighs, shins, or feet, we extend out, big toe wide boat. Heart lifts, press through the heels. Expanding with joy and confidence. Confidence that we can move through this together. I'm sure of that. We'll draw our feet in, bend the knees. Send the right leg out, bring the sole of the left foot in. As we inhale, we circle sweep up, and as we exhale, right hand to left knee, left wrist over the left shoulder. We're gonna reach up to stay long, and as we exhale, left hand towards the right foot. We wanna use our right hand to help revolve the rib cage open. And our gaze could be up or down if it feels like there's any strain in our neck. And then breathe into the left side. Inhale, rise up, face your right knee. Exhale, hinge at the hips, stay long. And forward folds always move more forward than downward. We tend to think that we want to round our back to get closer to the floor, but think about extending out of the lower back. Pressing into your seat will help you to feel that. And then we're going to inhale, rise up. Exhale, left hand by the left hip. Inhale and stretch out. Lift the hips, lift the heart, and exhale down. So we'll go to the other side. Left leg extends for revolved head to knee pose. Parivrtta, Janu, Shirshasana from our last level 4. So left hand drops over. Inhale, right wrist over the right shoulder. We're taking that gentle side bend, revolving open, finding what feels good in our own body. Keep lifting up, keep pressing down. On an in-breath, rise up. Hinge over your, I'm gonna send this leg out. Hinge over your left leg. Deep breath. And then we'll, low battery. Then we'll, from here, take that wild thing pose on this side. So right hand is close to the right hip. Left hand extends. I'm pressing into my left heel. Deep breath. Releasing down. So from here, we're going to go ahead and make our way onto our back. And take a moment to enjoy feeling your back. The self-care that we can bring to our back. Just by giving it attention, maybe a little pressure into any tight areas. And then from here we'll practice supine frog. So the knees drop out. The feet or ankles are in line with knees. And shoulders walk down. You can support your outer thighs. I like to bring hands to inner thighs. That little bit of weight the hands provide helps to open gently. The feet are active and flexed. We'll help our knees together and send our right leg out. Left knee to chest. Right hand draws the left knee across the body. You might need to wiggle your shoulders over. And just use your right hand on your outer left hip to help just encourage the right amount of rotation. We're still able to breathe. You might come out of your twist a little bit as you inhale. And then we exhale right back into it. The deliciousness of twists. Bringing the knees through center. Extending the left leg out, right knee to chest. And then guide the right knee across. This left hand is encouraging my right knee gently away from my right hip, my right arm and shoulder, staying on the mat. Breathe into all the spaces that feel tight right now. Increasing our capacity. Back through center. And I'm just noticing if the body would like any other posture or stretch. Take the time that you need to settle into Shavasana. We're going to stay about 4 or 5 minutes. So settle in fully. Any comfort items that help you to relax more deeply, gather those. And we want to come into a place that's very still. We soften all lines of tension that we can discover. Imagine the body as a piece of ice that is just slowly melting into your mat.
Enliven the body with a deep breath. And we'll do that again, maybe the slowest, deepest breath that we've taken yet today. At the sound of the bell, we'll slowly make our way to the side, to a fetal position, and then bring ourselves back up mindfully, where we all join in a seated posture. And from this place, let's seal our time together by taking a big community breath in, exhaling it all out as we bow our heads to ourselves and to each other and to all beings everywhere. I wish you peace and namaste.